Let's take a look at using an object to help place a surface on a texture. So what I have in this scene is I have a null object and I have this little mountain range here, and I want to place a texture on a specific location here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my surface editor, and I've only got one surface in the scene. I'm using the default surface, and under color I'm going to hit the T to bring up the texture editor. In this I'm going to select JPEG that I have loaded. You can already see it updating back here. I'm going to place it in the y-axis, and instead of the width and height repeating, I'm just going to reset it. So I just have one texture. Now I could go, if I wanted, say I wanted the red circle to appear right over here, then what I could do is I could go to the position tab and I could key in numbers so that I can get it exactly where I want. Well, that does have its place, but one easy way of placing it and being able to change its placement pretty easy would be to use a reference object. I'm going to choose the null. It'll have every object in the scene, but I'm going to choose the null as my reference object. Let's go ahead and use texture and close the surface editor. And now what I can do is I can take my null object and I can move it around, and I can place the image exactly where I want just by moving the null. One thing that's cool is anything that I do with the reference object can affect the surface itself. So if I go to the Modify tab and size up the null, I can size up the surface. Of course, I can animate all this, which is pretty cool. I can stretch it and move it around, and that makes it pretty easy to place this surface.